morning, everyone. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. My name is Erin, and today we're going to be going over lead generation. So I'm going to show you some different lead generation tools that we have within the system and some different ways that you can best use them and kind of some best practices. So we're going to be going over that. Just keep in mind a couple of announcements for next week. We will not be having a What's Up Wednesday due to the Thanksgiving holiday. So just keep that in mind. We will resume at I believe, let me just double check my calendar. I want to say it's the 28th. Let me see. Yeah, so our next What's Up Wednesday we will be doing is going to be the 28th. And just to give you some insight on what that What's Up Wednesday is going to regard, we're actually going to be digging into the new personal website templates. So be sure to attend. It's going to be a really good What's Up Wednesday. We will probably go over a little bit on our time. Usually I like to stick around 20 minutes. So we may go a little bit longer, but I want to show you some different customization stuff that you can do on your own with the new personal website templates. So that's going to be a really, really awesome What's Up Wednesday. So just be sure to attend. And again, no What's Up Wednesday next week due to the Thanksgiving holiday. So with that being said, I think that's all I have for announcements. Yep, we're good. So let's go ahead and get into our topic right away. So today we're going to be focusing on lead generation. So with agent marketing, we have a bunch of different ways you can use or a bunch of different tools you can use for lead generation. So we'll start off by going to the property tab. And actually, I want to start off by setting up the notifications. So when you go to your little picture icon here in the top left-hand corner, you can click on edit, and that will take you into your profile. At the top, you want to click on notifications. In this notification section, this is how you can set up of how you get notified of all the different lead generation tools that we have. So as you can tell, there's a bunch of different functionalities and things that you can be notified on. And you can choose if you want to have us send you an email and a text message or just email, just text. It's up to you. Be sure you have your email address in here and it's spelled correctly. Definitely important. If there's a spelling error in there, we won't know. So we'll send it to whatever you have here in this section. And then make sure you have your mobile number and not your office number. With the mobile number, we send you the text notifications. So we can't text in office. You'll have to make sure that it is your mobile number in here. You'll see that you have the option. You can just check or uncheck these options. So if you want to be notified of these, if you want to just do email, then you'll just make sure the email's checked. If you want to do text message, you'll check that. Pretty self-explanatory on that. For the add to CRM options, you can choose to add to your CRM within agent marketing. You can also set up your top producer, your Salesforce, or your RealVolve account as well within agent marketing, and you can have them go to those CRMs. You'll see down at the bottom, you can go through the setup process here. If you have a CRM that is not listed, you can definitely give us a call and we can see if we can implement that in. We would have to get the API data from that MLS in order to do so, and we would be able to check with our programmers to see if it's a possibility. You do have a notify another email option here. So if you are having an assistant who calls your leads, or if you work as a team and you want to notify another email, you can put that in there. So it gives you an option to notify a different email for all of the options. And then last but not least, you have the auto drip. So you can set up the auto drip for this if you want to. I would honestly recommend keeping these turned off, because if you have it going into your CRM and then you put them on an auto or an email drip that way, then it could interfere with those, but you can choose to do so. The auto drip basically would just put them on that email drip campaign as soon as they get added into the CRM. So you can choose to do that. Once you have all of this filled out, make sure you do hit this little save button here at the top so it does save those changes for you. All right, now diving in, I'm going to show you probably our top 4 or 5 lead generation tools. I want to show you the most important ones that you're most likely going to get the best lead generation from. So when you go to your property tab and you click on properties, you'll be able to have your list of all the properties that you have here in the system. Now, the great thing is when you add in a property into the system, we automatically create a lead generation text code for you. So you'll see here on all of your properties listed, you have this little mobile phone icon. It's going to be the third little grayed out icon on the top of this little white box for your property info. When you click on that, that takes you into your property specific text code. So when the property gets added in, we'll automatically create a text code for you. It's going to be within 7 characters, and it's going to be a random number that we create for you. The beauty of our text codes is you can actually go through and customize them if you want to. So this property here I have listed on California Street. So I went ahead and I changed my text code to stay within the 7 characters, and I changed it to be the property info. So you'll see my text code is 980 Cali. If you have your phones in front of you and you want to test out the text codes, feel free to text this property. It is an example, so I'm not going to send you anything or call you or anything like that. But you can test it out and see what it's about. The 79564 number will always stay the same. That's the agent marketing text 2 number for any of our text codes or any of the texts that we do. So you'll see that it will always be the 79564. This cannot change. This will not change. This is something that will remain the same. But the text code itself you can change. So you'll see here it says your current text code, and here you can type in exactly what you want. If you go to change it and it pops up with a message saying that text code is already being used, it just means another person is using that text code. So you'll have to come up with something else and make sure that sorry, I'm stuttering over my words now. Make sure that you do keep it within the 7 characters long, and it only is allowed to have letters and numbers. You can't use any special characters, and no spaces are allowed. So just keep that in mind. We do have that listed here as a reminder in case you need to do so. So the lead generation text codes for the properties are awesome. I love those because as soon as the consumer texts about a property, they get the property specific text code or text message sent to their phone. And then what they'll get is a link to the mobile website, property details. And then at that point, we capture their cell phone number right away and we send it to you as a lead. So that's why having your notifications set up is going to be really, really, really important. So it's going to be something that you'll be able to have and utilize for the property text codes. The other great property lead generation tool that we have is if you click here on the little edit option, and then you go into website here, you'll see that there is a pop-up control option. So you want to make sure that you're choosing layouts 14 or higher. So I'm going to go ahead and select, we'll just do layout 15 as an example. I'm going to change this so I can show you the text or the lead pop-up here. I'm going to save this, and then we'll go back into it. Oops, wrong one, sorry. All right, so with the lead generation option here, you have the pop-up controls. So again, this is going to be something that you can only use on layouts 14 through 17. It's going to be on the new HD layouts. With the pop-up control, this is going to be a little pop-up on the property website itself that you can generate leads from. So when a consumer goes to your property specific website, you can choose to have them fill this information out. It's going to be their name, their email, their phone number, and then they can view the property website at that point. So you can choose to not have the pop-up up at all. You can choose to do the optional form, which gives them a little no thank you option. So if you want to make it to where they don't necessarily have to fill it out, but they can still click no thank you and view the property website, you can do the optional form. Or there's a required form where they absolutely have to fill it out before they even view the property website. There's no going around it. And then if you want to click to see a little preview, you can do that as well. The great thing with this is you can change the grading. So we do a default one for you, but if you want to go ahead and change it up a little bit and have it more custom, you can change it out. And then you'll see the form button text. This is going to be the actual like submit button or something like that, however you want to put that text info in there. So I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you the optional form. So we're going to save it, and then I'm going to view the property website so you can see exactly what it looks like when a consumer goes to view the property website. Sorry, we've got music playing here. All right, so you'll see here it says, thank you for visiting. It's got the little pop-up here. The optional form, you'll see it's got this little no thank you option on here. So you can have them fill out their name, their last name, their phone number, and email, and hit stay updated. That sends you the lead right away. If you want to have them click no thank you, then what it does is it will allow them to still view the property website. The mandatory form would make it to where they are required to fill that information out before they can get to this section of the property website. So that's going to be a great little tool for you to use for the property specific lead generation. You'll see again, you can get to that by clicking here on the little edit option. So when you go to edit, and then you go to website options, and then you'll see it's the pop-up controls. That's where you'll be able to get to that little pop-up for you to be able to utilize. Now, a couple other things I wanted to show you that you're able to utilize, and we're going to go through creating an actual landing page. So I'm going to show you how to create those squeeze pages. So if you go to your leads tab here down at the bottom, or to the right towards the bottom, and then you click on squeeze pages. Now you'll be able to create these landing pages. We call them squeeze pages because we want to squeeze the information out of the consumer. They're also known as landing pages, so we just get fancy here at Agent Marketing, so you can choose to use these. These are a great lead generation tool if you're going to be doing Facebook ads or any social media marketing. So you can choose to have any one of these 9 different templates. So all of these are your options you can choose from. The IDX search is great because you can get some information about what they're looking to buy. If they're looking for a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, all of that you can choose. Sell Your Home Fast is great. This is one of our popular ones, I would say. I personally like the general purpose or the get information because you can actually go through and customize the information that's on there. So with this is going to be the 5 powerful buying strategies. If you have 5 reasons and things that you want to share, you could do that within this one, which is super awesome. You can go through and change that info as much as you want. The free form is going to allow you to create a custom squeeze page. So if you want to do something a little different from these templates, you have the option to do so. But this free form is for you to customize. We do not do any of the customization for you. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead. We're going to do the general purpose so that way I can show you exactly what this one looks like. When you click on your squeeze page, you'll go ahead and hit the next step. So it takes you into the next option. Now the page controls is going to be your actual website for your squeeze page. So you'll see the page key. For an example here, you'll see we have downtown Denver .areasearch.org, or you can do coastalhomes.areasearch.org, however you want to do it. It's really up to you. So I could do something. I'm just going to do example URL here. So you can see what it looks like. And then for the page domains, we give you a bunch of different options. So if you're going to be using the IDX one, I would highly recommend using any one of these 3 or 4 top ones. If you're going to be doing a get the info one that we're doing, the get instant info and stuff like that, then you'll want to use one of these other ones. So we're just going to do infowebsite.org. You'll see here down below, it's going to tell you exactly what your URL is. So it says your free URL will appear as. This is going to be your domain name for the squeeze page. If you have a domain name that you want to use, you can assign it to the squeeze page. So that is something you can change. But if you want to continue to use the free one, we do provide one for you. Now the lead processing, you can go through and have it add to your CRM, notify another email, do the auto drip. This is going to be the same as the notifications. So if you want to set this up and have it notify another person, whether you're working with a team or if you have somebody who does your lead calling for you, then you can put their email in there. Now the optional controls, the meta title, the meta description, these are going to be SEO value. I would recommend just leaving these blank unless you're really knowledgeable in the meta title, meta description. If you leave them blank, we do some stuff for you, so you don't really have to worry about it. It's done automatically, but if you want to go ahead and add in your own stuff, you can do that too. The forwards to is always nice because with this, if once they fill the page out, if you want them to go to another website, like I always recommend having them go to your personal website so then they can get more information instead of just being stuck on the landing page once they fill it out. It gives them the option to search for different things throughout your website if you want to. Again, this is an optional field. You do not have to fill that out if you don't want to. And then the HTML tracking code, if you use Google Analytics or any sort of tracking, then you can put your code in here, and then that will allow you to get some good tracking information on your actual squeeze page itself. Once you have everything filled out, you'll go ahead and hit the submit option. So then you're all good to go. You'll see when you have your squeeze pages created, they are listed here. So you'll be able to go through, and if you want to click on edit, this is going to allow you to change the design. So you can go through and you can change out the information. If you want to do the button style, you can change out the button info. You can change the color. So if you want it to be something a little bit different, you can change that info. The great thing with this is all these clickable fields here, you'll see I can click on all of these and I can change all of this information on here. So I love this because you can really put some good information on here. If you want to use the information we provide, you can definitely do so. But if you want to change it out and make it your own, you could definitely do that. Like 5 reasons why I should be your real estate agent. And then you can have this on, you can add a link to your website if you wanted to and have this be a page. But the great thing is this is a lead generation tool. So you can use this for Facebook ads, any social media marketing, or any type of ads that you want to run. The more places you get these squeeze pages out, the better, because you'll get some good lead gen from this. So have some fun with these squeeze pages, really play around with these and get these created. Again, these are one of our bigger lead generation tools that are more generic leads. If you're looking for property specific, the text codes are going to be the way to go. You have your options. So if you want to go back to the page settings when you're actually going through and setting up your squeeze page, you can go through and you can customize those. So that gives you the options. You can view some stats, and then there's the widget option. And then if you want to completely delete it, you just click on delete the squeeze page, and then it gets rid of it for you. And then the last thing I wanted to show you for the lead gen is we have the My Text option. So we do have the property specific text codes that you can use, but then we also have custom text code campaigns that you can create. The great thing with these custom text code campaigns is sky's the limit on what you can do for these. So you can click on add new. You can create your own text code and your own message. So if you want to put these on your business cards or in your email signature, if you want to do this on a custom flyer for maybe advertising yourself, or if you're doing a certain workshop, you can do anything you want with these text codes. So here you would enter in your actual text code, and then your response is what's going to be, or what the consumer would get when they text the text code. So you'll see here, as a few examples, I have, if somebody texts Erin to 79564, they're going to get a text message back with my information. So it would have my name, my phone number, and my website. So even if you have your phones in front of you and you want to text right now to test it out to see exactly what it looks like, you text Erin to 79564, and you're going to get all my personal information sent to you. Another one I did was I did Erin1, and when they text Erin1 to 79564, the text message that they're going to get back, it will say, call me today for the special of the month. So again, you can really go through and do anything you want with these text codes. If you wanted to do, one about a first-time buyer workshop, so this is going to be good if you're maybe if you do mortgages and you want to do an informational workshop on first-time buyers, you could do that and do a text code for it. You get leads. So as soon as somebody texts this text code, you would get a lead notification right away. And that way you can see exactly what they're texting about, and then with the information that they would get right away. So these are awesome. You can create as many of these as you want. And keep in mind, again, these are going to be different from the property specific text codes. These are going to be more custom, where you can do anything you want, and it's not tailored to a specific property. So those are some of our top lead generation tools. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions here. So if you want to go ahead and open it and ask any questions. Let's see. Susan, yours would put the word house because you are in Canada. So with Canada, with the Canadian text codes, we have the word house in front of them. So that's why you're seeing the word house. Can you position the pop-up to be to the left or to the right instead of in the middle? No, we put it in the middle so that way it's not missed. Where do you go to pull up the add text code? So if you want to go to the custom text code campaigns, you go to your leads tab over to the left-hand side. When you click on the leads tab, you're going to go down to my text, and then you'll see that you can start creating these text code campaigns here. I like the squeeze page you showed, but I don't have a full report where I can get that, or do I have to create it? Candace, I'm not sure I understand your question. If you're looking for, let me go back to the squeeze pages here. Let's see. So basically with the full, oh, I see what you're saying now, Candace, sorry. So with the get full report, so this is going to be something, we're just capturing their info for you. And then at that point, if you wanted to send them other information, you can. Like the IDX search will not automatically send them the listings. You get their info captured, and then from there you can send them the homes that you feel would be a best fit for their actual, for the actual IDX search. A lot of these, like the Sell Your Home Fast, if you're just looking for a quick lead gen, I would recommend doing the Sell Your Home Fast, stuff like that. With this, you could always compose like a really cool email that kind of goes off of the 5 powerful buying strategies or 5 reasons to work with me. You could create something really cool and send it out. So we don't generate anything from these. This is just a lead generation tool that we provide, and then from there you can do kind of the part 2 of it. So it really just depends on how you go about setting up those squeeze pages. Let's see. Susan, I would recommend chatting with our support team, and they can go through and they can guide you where you need to find that information. No, we do not sell leads. So you would use the lead generation tools that we provide for you, but we do not sell leads. Sorry about that. Do you have to have listings in order to generate leads? For the property-specific text codes and the lead pop-up, yes, you would have to have a property added in. That's how those are generated. If you're looking to get some listings, I would highly recommend doing the squeeze pages or the custom text code campaigns, or even using a property website that, or a personal website that has that lead gen form on there. How do we get the required fields changed? Maria, are you referring to the property website? Any other questions, guys? Anything else? Anything else? Sorry, just reading through some of these questions here. Well, you can, so when you post a link to the Facebook, let's see, sorry, just trying to read through these questions here. So when you actually post a link onto Facebook, what it would do is it gives the URL that they can click on to get to the form, but there's no way of actually creating the form on there, unfortunately, as a post. So they would actually have to click on the URL and then they can see the actual form. For the squeeze pages, no, there's no way to change those forms, but if you call into support and if you have anything specifically, they can put in a request for a future idea to see if we can get those fields changed for you. No, the CRM does not send you a copy of the emails, but you can see the emails that are being sent to your clients. So we do not send a copy of the email to you. The reason being is because if we sent a copy of every email that we're sending to your clients, your email would be stacked with thousands and thousands of emails. So we don't want to do that, but you can see the emails that are being sent out automatically for you. All right, guys, any other questions? Any other questions? Just so you guys know, again, for those of you who did tune in late, next week there will be no What's Up Wednesday due to the Thanksgiving holiday. So keep in mind that we will resume on the 28th. We'll be going over the personal websites and the new layouts and some new customization options that you're able to use. So we'll be doing that. If you guys have any other questions, keep in mind you can call into our support hotline number at the top of our website. You'll see the number listed here. There is also this little chat bubble that you can chat with us and we can answer any questions you may have as well. So thank you guys again. I really appreciate it. For those of you who will be working next week, just keep in mind we will be closed Thursday and Friday because of the holiday. So if you have any questions, be sure to get with us on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And then we will be open again the following Monday. So thank you guys again so much. I hope you all have a great holiday. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks so much, everyone.